Greetings, happy new day, happy new moon, grand rising, happy Saturday. So first and foremost, before I share what is on my mind, today is Saturday, April the 30th. It is new moon. It is a solar eclipse. It is some beautiful energy right now. And I am offering a free meditation at my location, 3353 Washington Road, East Point, Georgia, at 4 o'clock p.m. We're going to hang out in the garden, and we're going to do a nice meditation. A part of the meditation will be a silent meditation, and I'm going to be talking about heart-mind correspondence and how the art of silence really help us to connect with the divine. So that's at 4 o'clock p.m. at Oyun Ministries and Marketplace here in East Point, Georgia, 3353 Washington Road. Again, that's at 4 o'clock p.m. And then this evening at 7:30 p.m., of course, I'm hosting my monthly new moon meditation. But this is something, whenever we have the solar or lunar eclipses, it's always a special type of energy. So I'm looking forward to it. And the energy of this one is just so profound. It's just so profound because of the age we're in, the time, the space, what's happening cosmically, as above, so below kind of thing. So, I know it's going to be a beautiful time. So I was just thinking about this morning, how in my life there has been some divine interruptions. I want to take some time to just give thanks for divine interruptions. Sometimes, or a lot of times in life, we build this life, and a lot of times that life is built with the foundation from ego, whether it's built from spaces of lack. We build things in our life to appease our feelings of lack, to appease our feelings of fear. We structure our relationships. We take on jobs. We take on relationships from a space of lack, or from a space of fear, or from a space of sadness. And sometimes, the Most High has to do some divine interrupting, and it looked like sometimes friendships breaking off, and, relationships coming to a place of tension or contention that has to be addressed, or a layoff from a job, or a car accident, or a tree falling down in front of your home. I mean, it's just all type of things that may happen that we may look at and be upset about. And we may be like, well, why did this happen? And why they don't talk to me no more? Or why they don't come around? Or why are we feeling like this in our relationship right now? Like, what is really going on? It's because there sometimes has to be some divine interruptions, because we continue to ignore the nudgings that we get, that there has to be some change. Sometimes the divine interruptions show up as a disease, dis-ease, a illness, pain, These are divine interruptions, something to kind of tap you on the shoulder or sit you all the way down so that you can pay attention. In those spaces, what I encourage you to do is allow for space to be still. Don't jump into problem-solving mode, because oftentimes in those spaces, when you're going into problem-solving mode, you're trying to problem solve from a space of ego. So you're really only making the problem worse. So in those spaces of divine interruptions, give yourself some time and space to be quiet, so that you can hear, so that you can listen, so that you can pay attention. And try your best in those spaces to just be empty. Try not to judge anything. Try not to come up with any conclusions or solutions. Just be still. And if you need to do something in those spaces, just breathe, journal, write down the thoughts that you're having, write down the questions you're having, write down the feelings that you're having. A beautiful thing that you can do during those times is to seek out professional support during that time. I do personal coaching with individuals, and a lot of times we are getting through these type of spaces. I call it transition times, or sometimes they're initiation times, and I'll call them initiation times, And so getting professional support is helpful because your ego can be loud and it can be strong. And when your ego is loud and it's strong, sometimes you just can't hear. You can't see past your present perspective. You can't see past the present situation or circumstance. And so a professional can help you, professional that resonates with you, that vibes with your spirit, that, spirit is allowing you to seek out. They can help you to simmer down that voice in your head, or simmer down that angst in your heart or in your belly, so that you can be still, breathe, and be reminded of truths that are eternal, truths that are real. Because a lot of times when we're in those spaces and our ego is like raging, because these are divine interruptions, meaning you never expected this change. You didn't really expect it to go down how it is, but God, you know what I'm saying? And so then it's like the ego is yelling, screaming. The ego, first of all, want to be a victim. Then after it wants to be a victim, then it may turn into anger, and then it may turn into criticism. Like, you may start criticizing yourself, and you may say, oh, it's me. First you're a victim, then it's like, oh no, it's me. I'm this bad person. I did this bad thing. And so you go through a gamut of emotions during these type of divine interruptions. And so getting that help, someone was just asking me the other day, like, how would I describe, the personal coaching that I do? And, it's a wide range of things, but a part of that personal coaching is to help individuals to empty themselves so that they can be filled. Empty themselves so that they can be filled. Empty themselves so that they can hear. Come to a balance, a peace, come to harmony, because you really cannot work with spirit and like really elevate and grow until you drop into your heart space and it's harmonized. You really cannot, you can try, and there may be moments of peace, but until you really get into that place, you potentially won't be able to hear enough so that you can experience the divine changes that are happening. So the word this morning, that was on my mind, and I wanted to share on this beautiful solar eclipse and new moon, that I speak that we be careful with our words, be careful with our thoughts, and make sure as we're going about the day, we are planting seeds of positivity, of growth, of expansion. And those seeds, the garden is our mind, the garden is our heart. And the seeds that we plant are our thoughts and our words. So I pray that we spend today and the next 3 days, all the way up to Wednesday, this whole phase, planting good seeds, planting beautiful seeds that are in alignment with our highest self, that are in alignment with the highest vision of ourselves and our lives. But on this solar eclipse and new moon, ashe, on this solar eclipse and new moon, the message is, allow the divine interruptions in your life. We see them as upheavals or drastic changes. These are divine interruptions. And so when you get those kind of like hits, it feel like a hit sometimes. When you get it, be easy, be still. Be easy and be still. And then affirm to yourself, all is in divine order. I am divinely protected. I am divinely guided. And then begin to activate your powerful prayers. Your words are your wand. So speak your words. May I be guided through this process. May my heart continue to stay light. May I be able to see what the lesson is in this. May I be able to drop the ego. May I be able to listen to spirit. May spirit guide me. May I be able to be empty. May I be able to observe, not absorb during this time. And just keep praying that, keep speaking that, keep speaking that, keep speaking that. Praying is not begging, it is proclaiming. It is speaking something over your life. So speak that you can be easy through those times. Speak that you can be at peace. Speak that you will hear. Speak that you will come out in the greatest space, in the space that's meant to be because of the divine interruption. So we give thanks for divine interruptions on this time. If there are friendships that have kind of fallen back, be easy about it. Don't feel no way. If your relationships, you may have a relationship or 2 or 3 that are coming to, because sometimes when you're elevating, several of your relationships, if not all, start to shift and change because your vibration is changing. But if you feel that interruption a little bit, be easy about it. Don't judge it. Try your best not to judge it. Speak life over it. Speak what you desire to come of the situation and let it go and trust. You know what I mean? If there's some divine interruption when it comes to your job or when it comes to your business or when it comes to anything, try your best to be easy about it. And if you need some support, by all means, I would love to support you during that time. You can find my calendar at the link in the bio here on IG. And book, and you can book a session, a one-on-one session. If you're a first-time client, I do have the introductory coaching session available for first-time clients. Just book that. Let's start there. Let's just start there. But don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to get support if you need it, because emotions put things in motion. And your thoughts become things. And so the more you allow ego to talk and the more you allow your emotions to run wild, you are putting even more of what you don't want in motion. And so get the support you need if you find yourself kind of on a roller coaster of being able to handle those divine interruptions that come in life. Peace and love, y'all. I pray that I see y'all. If you're in Atlanta, come through. 4 o'clock, 3353 Washington Road, East Point, Georgia. And if you're not in Atlanta, or if you're in Atlanta and you're not able to come through, or even if you come through at 4 o'clock, still tune in at 7:30 p.m. for tonight's meditation. Oh, I'm so excited about it. I feel so good about it. And I love having these feelings because that's when the sessions are like super duper, uber fun and powerful. So you can register for that session at the link in bio. Peace and love, y'all. Peace.